Hey guys, Supersonic123 aka John here. Welcome to episode number 30 of the Milan Career Mode. For the first game in today's episode, we take on Bologna away from home in the Serie A, looking to continue our lead or maintain our lead at the top of the table following obviously our good first half of the season. And we came into this game against Bologna on the back of, if I remember correctly, a 2-1 home win over Atalanta in the league. So for the first chance of this game, Hashim Store would slide through Arcadio Schmidt, who would be saved by Mirante. Following that, then De Chilio would find Suso with a throw in into Pellegrini, finds Hashim Store, slides in Milik. Milik turns, Milik shoots, and Milik scores as well to make it Bologna 0, Milan 1, less than a quarter of an hour into the game, as the €35 million man, Arkadiusz Milik, finds the bottom corner to make it Bologna 0, Milan 1, goes in off the post in the end, but it's still a fantastic finish from Arkadiusz Milik as the former Napoli man opens the scoring here in Bologna. Excellent turn, slides it past Mirante, in off the post. Can't say anything about that. You know, good shot, good goal by Arkadiusz Milik, and a good start away from home in this game against Bologna. My manager obviously happy with that goal. And that takes Milik up to 14 for the season in the league. I think he's one of the top scorers in the league anyway, if not the outright top scorer. Following that, then Bologna would have a chance here with Torresidis getting robbed by Romagnoli, and he would slide the ball through to Arkadiusz Milik, who would continue his run, get fouled by the Bologna man, and a penalty would be given as well against Tobias, as the referee points to the penalty spot, gives Tobias a yellow card, as we have the chance to make it 2-0 from 12 yards. Tobias Figueroa, or however you say his name. As you see, number 32 for Bologna taking down Milik there as he was bearing down on goal. Definite penalty, no doubt about that one. Arkadiusz Milik steps up from 12 yards, but his penalty is saved by Mirante as the Bologna man keeps his side in the game, keeps the score at 1-0 Milan. Following that then, Kreshki would find Luis Adriano here against his former team, and Donnarumma with the save down low would keep the score at 1-0 to Milan as our former striker rattles in off the post. And at halftime it would be Bologna 0, Milan 1. Into the second half then, Suso would continue his run here, slide the ball inside towards Belotti. He finds Mastor. Hashi Mastor finds Belotti. Belotti finds Mastor. Mastor finds Milik. Milik shoots. Milik scores. An excellent, sublime team goal from Milan there as we double our lead here away in Bologna with this move. A good interplay between Mastor, Belotti and Milik. Final ball from Mastor into Milik. Shoots with the left foot into the bottom corner past Mirante. It's 2-0 to Milan, and we're looking set to be leaving Bologna with all 3 points as well, as Arkadiusz Milik cracks 15 goals for the season. And following that, then Suso would swing in the ball into the box here, in towards Arkadiusz Milik, whose header would be saved by Mirante and put out for a corner as we failed to make it 3-0. But from the corner here, swinging towards Gomez, Mirante with the save, back out, and Bainiang on the volley shoots wide of the post. Then David Pino here would work his way inside here. Shoot as well, saved by Mirante and out for a corner as we continue to press. Luis Adriano finds his teammate here. Still going, the Bologna man, saved by Donnarumma though, as it's put out for a corner. And following that, the game does finish Bologna 0, Milan 2. As we have some player training here following that game, and as you see, both Kyriakou and Esposito going up in their overalls, which is good. And Manuel Locatelli comes to us saying he'd like an increase in his wage, which is an interesting one. So we decided to offer him a new contract, 75 overall now, our young midfielder. Very high potential from what I've heard. We increase his wage, or what we offer him is 25 grand a week, in euros of course. So for the second game of this episode, we take on Empoli here, at home in the Serie A. Following that victory over Bologna, looking to continue that run of form that has led to us being top of the table at this stage. So we come to face Empoli here. Again, we do have to rotate a couple of names due to fitness reasons, same as what we did against Bologna. We did have a bit of rotation, but it was mostly a fully strength side. Empoli will have the first chance. Here's the ball slipped through towards Pucciarelli, whose shot is saved by Donnarumma and put out for a corner. Then Federico Cartabia would slide in Suso. Then Belotti turns his man here, shoots, but it's saved by the Empoli goalkeeper and put out for a corner by the Empoli defender. Another chance for Empoli here. Pucciarelli gets the ball into the box, but it goes beyond his man. Comes out to Michelezzi here, and the shot from the Empoli man will be saved by Donnarumma there. Another chance for Empoli here as the Empoli man goes down the wing, finds Gideon Zalalem out to the Empoli man again, inside towards Diuse, I think that is. Diuse will pick up the ball, finesse shot it into the corner, and score as well to make it Milan 0, Empoli 1 on the stroke half time. As Empoli, the Minnows, take a shock lead here at the San Siro. As well, it was just he was given too much space in my opinion. And following that, then Cesar Montes would find Arkadiusz Milik here. Slide the ball into Intep, and Intep would shoot saved by the Empoli goalkeeper. Back out. Belotti tries to get it back into the box. Fake shots. It comes eventually to Niang. Niang finds Belotti. Belotti then finds Deschilio, who shoots saved by the Empoli goalkeeper yet again. And Intep wins it back off the Empoli man. Finds Belotti. Belotti has his pass blocked though, and eventually Gideon Zalalem finds his teammate who puts it out for a throw in. As the game does unfortunately finish Milan 0, Empoli 1. So we fall to a disappointing defeat here at home in the league, which is not what we would have wanted. Not a terrible result considering that we're still top of the table, but definitely not what we would have been hoping for anyway. And well, our chance to improve on that result was when we take on Torino here away from home in the Serie A as well. 3 Serie A games in this episode. But we take on Torino away from home in Turin as go away to face the side from Turin with a man called Di Gennaro playing in goal for them. You wonder who that is? That is Gianluigi Buffon's regen. I'm not even joking. I was considering signing him in January, but I decided not to because I would have Kyriakis, my backup goalkeeper, and that's fine with me. Anyway, Torino would take the lead here as the cross is swung in towards the number 40 there as he heads home past Gianluigi Donnarumma to make it Torino 1, Milan 0 after 20 minutes as the Torino man gives his side the lead here. Poor goalkeeper from Donnarumma, not really equipped to save that. He doesn't really go the right way in terms of trying to save it. But following that, David Pino would find Calabria here. We were playing a rotated side because we have a Champions League game coming up in midweek, which you'll see in the next episode. But as you see, we kept the same front true, and Milik pokes the ball through to his strike partner Belotti, who finishes into the bottom corner against his former team Torino, as the Italian Andrea Belotti gets his goal there. Left foot toe poke it was, into the bottom corner past Buffon, Friedrich and Di Gennaro, as he makes it Torino 1, Milan 1, equalises for the Rossoneri there, and that was a big relief as well as he had fallen behind, as it would be Torino 1, Milan 1 at half time. Into the second half then, Mastor would play in Belotti, who would find Malik, who would find Hashi Mastor, and Mastor sliding in would finish the ball past Michele De Gennaro, as he would slide into the bottom corner to make it Torino 1, Milan 2 here, as the Moroccan Mastor gets his second goal in the Serie A this season, as he finesses the ball past Gianluigi Buffon's regen, as he calmly finishes the chance to give us the lead here away in Turin, which is something we definitely would have wanted, and makes it advantage Milan. Following that, then Valdefiori for Torino would slide the ball here through towards Soma, who's got the opening goal for Torino. He would find Panagiotis, who shall go wide of the post. Following that, then Suso would cut inside to his left foot here, play the ball inside towards him by Niang, comes out to Niang again, whose shot goes wide of the post, just about as that finesse shot goes wide of Di Gennaro's post, to keep it at 2-1 Milan, stops us from taking a 2-goal advantage, but does finish Torino 1 and Milan 2 in the end. Locatelli comes to us saying that he would like a bigger role at the club, or that he wants to fulfill his role at the club that he has, which I'm not entirely surprised by. We've been playing Mauri as a backup centre mid as opposed to Locatelli. There's some player training following that game, and that more or less brings this episode to a close, guys. You see the league table in a second. We're 4 points clear at the top in Serie A, which is definitely good. In the next episode, guys, we take on Sevilla in the first leg of the Champions League round 16, and we face Inter in the Serie A as well in a big title game. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Milan Career Mode very soon.